In the words of Rafiki, it is time. Yes, it is 6 months till Christmas. Now, I know a lot of people are like, Rach, 6 months till Christmas. It's way too early to say that word. Not for me, because I love Christmas. I love it. It's my favourite time of year, apart from Christmas Day. I don't like Christmas Day. After the presents are all done, it's the boringest day ever. But I love the build-up. Love the build-up of Christmas, the excitement, especially when you've got kids, the excitement, the joy, everything is just so much fun. I love going to visit Christmas fairs and getting the atmosphere. It's my favourite time of year. And then Christmas Day comes, the presents all get opened, and then I'm bored. I'm absolutely bored. I got nothing else to do. So in today's video, I want to talk to you about what you can do 6 months before Christmas to make sure that you are prepared, that you can save money, and you're not going to skint yourself out right at the last minute. If you're new here, my name is Rachel. I'm a solo mum to one, and on this channel I talk everything budgeting, frugal living, solo mum life, and a bit of everything really. So if you like that kind of thing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Christmas is 6 months away. People might think it's quite far away, but also we're already 6 months into the year. So really it's just around the corner. As soon as you get summer out the way, it is going to be Christmas in the shops everywhere. So I like to be prepared. I like to make sure that I've got everything ready before the 1st of December. So when the actual Christmas atmosphere and everything kind of heats up a little bit just before Christmas, I can actually enjoy it rather than feeling like I still need to do this, I still need to get this, I still need to do that. And I can actually enjoy the experience with my son while he's still small, because eventually he's not going to be little anymore and he's not going to care. So I'm squeezing as much out of it as I possibly can. So in today's video, I want to go through what you can do 6 months before Christmas and how you can prepare yourself. Now, if you know me, you know I love a list. I love lists. I make lists all the time, and I'm not one of these Notion people, list on my phone app kind of girl. I am a pen and paper list where I like to highlight things when I've done it, so it gives me a dopamine rush and I feel like I've achieved something that day. And let me know if you are the same, or whether I'm just one of these old school people who still just prefer paper and pen rather than one of these apps that just clogs up my phone. So with only 6 months to go, the first thing you're going to want to do is get a Christmas budget. Yeah, I know it's easier said than done, but how much do you actually want to spend on Christmas this year? So you can either do an overall total of how much you want to spend with everything, or you can break it down. Like, you want to spend X amount on gifts this year for your children, you want to spend X amounts on family and friends gifts if you're buying them. How much do you want to spend on activities? Are you traveling for Christmas? How much is that going to cost you? Do you need to pay for hotels? Do you need to pay for flights, train fare? How much is all that going to cost you for Christmas? You also need to take into account your decoration budget, your food budget, work events, activities for the kids, like going to see Santa and going to the pantomime. You need to put all this in a budget. So if you're not sure how much you're going to need for Christmas, start making a list of everything that you would need to do, and then put a budget next to every single one of them, and that will give you an overall total. If it's too much, then knock it down and then try and find different ways to cut costs in some form or another. Now, I am going to do lots of videos on how you can cut costs at Christmas with homemade gifts and vouchers and all those things. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss those videos. If you need to do Christmas on a very tight budget, I've got you. I'm here to help. The reason it's good to set your budget now in June is because then you will have time to save. There's no point in setting your budget in December. It's best to set your budget now and get your ideas now, because the sales are coming. You might find something on Facebook Marketplace or Vinted. So make sure that you're setting your budget now so that you know exactly how much you want to spend over Christmas this year. Which leads me nicely into the next one, is to start saving for Christmas. So if you can, a lot of online banks these days and a lot of banks in general, do a savings pot. So I have a bank account where I can have different pots and I can put different things in. So I've got one for my car, one for my son and his school stuff, and then I've got one for Christmas. And when I've got some extra spare money, I start putting money away in that Christmas pot, so it builds up over the year, so I've got money to spend at Christmas. But now it is June, that is actually going to start going higher. I'm going to put more money in there actually from September, because if you watch my channel, you know I'm on a Disney cruise in August. So once that's out of the way, then I'm going to be putting more money into my Christmas savings pot to make sure that I've got money for Christmas this year. If you don't want to do it that way, if you don't want to put a savings pot where you're transferring money, because you can easily set up a direct debit, so it takes it out of your monthly wage every single month and it just goes straight into that pot. If you don't want to do that, you can do cash stuff in envelopes. So any spare change you have at the end of the month, if you use cash mainly for buying things each week, then put that in an envelope and that is for your Christmas fund. Now, you can do it by adding £10 per week to the Christmas fund. It's not going to be a lot, but it all adds up over time. And even if you haven't got your full budget, you have got a chunk of money to go towards it. If you don't want to do that, if you feel that's too much, then like I said before, if you use cash predominantly throughout the week, at the end of every week, anything you got left over goes straight into the Christmas pot. And then just be a little bit more savvy with what you're buying throughout the week so that you've got more money at the end to put in your Christmas savings pot. To make sure that you add in more money to that, make sure that you are using cashback sites as well to get cashback on things, which you can keep in your cashback site, like Top Cashback. Mine just kind of sits there. Once it gets to a certain amount, I draw it out and then I put it in my Christmas pot. So you could do that. Or you could start a little side hustle if you wanted to. So one side hustle I have is I sell things on Vinted, mainly kids' clothes and my clothes that I no longer want to wear. But I've also sold jigsaw puzzles on there. I've sold shoes, I've sold DVD, I've sold books, I sell everything. If it's for sale, it goes on there, and I'm slowly making more money on Vinted. Again, once I get to a certain point, I take it out and that goes into the Christmas pot. Another one I do is dog sitting and drop-in dog visits. If you've been on this channel, you know that I do a lot of dog boarding because I work from home, so I can have the dogs here all the time. I don't have a dog with me at the moment, but I do a regular drop-in dog visit with a dog called Bear every single week, and every month I'm going to get about £150 to £200 just by doing a drop-in visit for 30 minutes. So if you've got a car and you're able to do that, it's something worth looking into. If you can do dog sitting, if you work at home, that brings in quite a lot of money. You can sign up to the app called Rover. I will link it in the description box below. I'm not sponsored by them. It's just something that I use that might help you. So if you are a dog lover or a cat lover, then you could look after people's animals while they go on holiday and get a little bit of extra spare money. There's plenty of other side hustles you can do to make spare money for Christmas. If you want me to do another video on that, then do let me know in the comment box below. Okay, the next thing is to make your gift list. So how many people do you actually have to buy for Christmas? Can you go in with other people? Say with your parents, can you go in with your siblings to buy a gift all together, which is going to save you money? So who are you actually buying for and what gift do you want to get them? If you've got little kids, like how many gifts are they going to get each and what's the budget on each kid? That's how I do it. I only got one, so he has a budget and I try and get everything within that budget, and I can pretty much do it majority of the time. And sometimes I have to go a little bit over, but nothing major. And really, I don't have to go over, but I see it in the shop and my heart kind of twinges and I think, oh, he'd really like that. Oh, I'll just get it. And then, so that needs to stop to save me some extra money. But start making your gift list of who you have to buy for, what you're buying them, and how much that's going to be. If it's getting to the point where it's too much, then go back and see if you can find a cheaper version or whether you can go in with someone. If you have a big family and can't afford to buy everybody something, then maybe you could suggest a Secret Santa, so it's going to save you and other people money. Because even though you might feel a bit unsure whether to say it to them, there might be other people in your family that are thinking exactly the same. If you do have little kids, now is the time to start asking them what they would like for Christmas. One thing I saw on Instagram, I think, that I'm going to try with my son is say that you've got a surprise for them, like a gift surprise, and they have to guess what it is. And then just go and get them something small, but they have to guess what it is. And they're going to tell you all the things that they want. And then you can just make a mental note of all the things they want. So then you've got ideas for Christmas for them. You've also got ideas if family members want to get your kids something, you've got ideas to give them as well. Number 4 is something I touched on a bit earlier, and that is to declutter and sell your items to give you extra money for Christmas. Not only that, by decluttering, you're making space in your home. Now, with my son, he's getting older, so the toys are slowly going out of the house, but football is coming into the house. But if you don't declutter, you're going to have all the old toys, plus any new toys from you, plus any toys from family and friends as well. So try and have a declutter now, especially this time of year, because people are going to be looking for Christmas gifts on Facebook, on Vinted, really cheap secondhand goods, or maybe even do a car boot to help with the extra funds, but also to declutter. Now is a great time of year to start decluttering and making room in your home for the Christmas stuff to come in. Number 5 is to start planning holiday food. So what are you going to be doing for Christmas this year? Are you hosting? Are you going to a family member? Are you going to friends? Are you going out for Christmas? So in August, September, the restaurants actually start booking Christmas meals and Christmas day meals and work dues and all that kind of thing. So have a think now what's going to be going on for Christmas when it comes to food. If you are hosting, what are you going to be cooking? How many are you going to be cooking for? Start buying things in the supermarket that are non-perishable items. Like if you need to get any tinned food, they have a good best before date. So buy them now and put them away for Christmas. Make a list of what you are going to be cooking and the ingredients and stuff that you need. So when you go shopping as it gets close to Christmas, if you see something on offer or something even in the clearance that just could be put in the freezer until Christmas, grab it, put it in the freezer, and it will save you a ton of money. So start thinking about holiday meals and holiday food and what you're going to want to buy and where you're going to be eating for Christmas this year. Okay, number 6, something that I do. I have a separate email account that is just for newsletters. It's just for offers and sales. So I unsubscribe to them all after Christmas, but around about now, I was subscribed to a lot of different companies, such as before it was Smith's Toys, or I subscribe to Argos, and I subscribe to a lot of kids places as well. And what that does, they send me offers, they send me when the deals are going to come in, so I can keep an eye on when the best time is to get a bike, because my son is interested in getting a bike this year. So if there's a special offer at Smith's on bikes, then I'm going to get that email. I know when that date is and I can go down and have a look at the bikes. Is there anything there suitable for my son? I always do it as a separate email account, because otherwise my main email is just going to be full of rubbish and junk that I don't need to know, and kind of tempt me to buy more things now that I don't need. So I always have a separate one that I start in June, I close down in January, and then I start up again obviously next June for the emails, the offers and Christmas things. Now I'm filming this on the 25th of June and it goes out on the 25th of June. Prime Day is the 8th to the 11th of July. So if you could make some lists now, you can have a look on Prime Day and see if there's anything there that you can buy in advance for a little bit cheaper, ready for Christmas. Also, make sure that you sign up to any loyalty programs. So I do have a video that I filmed last year or the year before of everything that I got free for my birthday because I signed up to the loyalty programs. They also do things for Christmas. I'll link that video in the description below. If I can find it, I will. I'll find it. I'll link it for you. So for me, for Christmas, my son and I, we went to Krispy Kreme and got a free donut, then went to Greg's and got a free donut, then went to Lidl and got a free donut, and went to Hotel Chocolat and got some free chocolate because I signed up to all their loyalty programs. I get that email and I go off and I get a load of goodies for my birthday. But they do some similar things around the Christmas time as well. So make sure that you are signing up to all the loyalty programs that you can to make sure that you're getting some really good offers. Now we are in June right now. We are are in the middle of summer. Summer is obviously going to end in the next couple of months. So the sales usually start around end of July, beginning of August. So look out for any summer sales that you might find something, a toy or something for your kid or something for your family or friends, and be able to get a lot cheaper item by shopping in the sales now. I know it's early, but if you think ahead, you're going to save yourself quite a lot of money. Also go to charity shops, because there's a lot of things in charity shop that are brand new, never been opened. I remember I bought a Bayliss and Hardin set ages ago for somebody. It was still in its cellophane. It was like £15 in a shop. It was £4 in a charity shop, and they just had that, and they were none the wiser because it was brand new. So make sure you're checking out charity shops, car boots, Vinted, Facebook Marketplace for all secondhand items. Okay, number 7 is to think about doing a DIY gift. So if you know someone that loves baking or loves cooking, make them like you could get a jar and you can put loads of ingredients in to make cookies or to make cakes or something, or the dry ingredients, then they just got to put the wet ingredients to it. You could do that for Christmas. You could make photo albums, photo books, you could make candles, you can make lots of things at home with your kids for family and friends. One thing that my brother did with his girls when they were younger, they got handprints and put them on a mug, and I think my mum still has this mug with the girls' handprints on. It's a great gift, and it's not going to cost you a lot of money. So think about doing DIY gifts and homemade gifts. And what the best thing is, if you do this in the autumn and winter when it's wet and rubbish outside, it gives the kids something to do, like a crafty afternoon getting ready for Christmas. You can get them to put handprints on cups, or get them to help you make something to give to somebody for Christmas. And finally for today, but there are going to be a lot more Christmas videos coming up, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss them. But the last one for today is to talk to family members and friends and decide what you're going to be doing for Christmas. I know they might find this early, but the earlier you can book something, the earlier you can organize things, the less stress it is on you nearer the time. And then if they decide that they don't want to do that, you've still got time to go and rearrange your plans if you want to do that too. Now, I am a single parent, so I co-parent my son with my ex-husband. So the first thing that I do is I talk to him before I make any plans with anybody. I talk to my ex-husband and we sort out Christmas. Now, my ex-husband is very much, I'm only thinking of the month ahead. He's not thinking of 6 months. I'm the planner. I was always the planner in a relationship. He, not so much. He's more of a bit of a flaky when it comes to things like this. So I know that I have to talk to him when my son goes back to school in September. I talk about our birthday because we share the same birthday, so we split our son. I talk about October half term, and then I talk about Christmas, and we get everything organised, lock it in, and then we organise our lives with our family around each other. So if you have a good co-parenting relationship with your ex-partner, even if you don't, because I know many people don't, then start talking about Christmas ideas, because if you don't have a great relationship, it can take a little bit of time to find that compromise. If you want me to do another video on Christmas and co-parenting, let me know in the comments and I will do another video on that and what my ex-husband and I do. Also, whatever friends do with their co-parent and ex as well. So I can talk about all of that and different methods and different ways that you can do Christmas while you're still co-parenting. Also talk to your extended family members of what you're going to be doing on Christmas Day, who's hosting this year. Do people want to spend Christmas with each other, or do they want to do their own separate thing and then get together another day? So I know some people that spend Christmas Eve with one side of the family, they spend Christmas Day just with their family, their immediate family, and then they spend Boxing Day with the other side of the family. So you could do it that way, but talk to both sides of your family, or if it's just you on your own, talk to your family, talk to your friends, decide what's going to be happening over Christmas, just so you can arrange your plans. And if they don't want to do anything, you've got time to rearrange things for yourself. And again, like I said, with your family and friends, if you have a big family or a big friend group and there's too many people to buy for, talk about doing a secret Santa exchange rather than buying each individual person a gift, and that's going to save you money. It might be that you decide to just buy for the kids but not buy for the adults, or you're going to do one gift for the entire family. But I will go more into gifts nearer the time of Christmas to give you some ideas of how you can do things on a budget. So that is all I've got for you today, but there are more videos coming up. I am going to be going around the shops and showing you what's going on at Christmas and what things they have for you to buy. Let me know if you would like me to do that in the supermarkets nearer Christmas with the Christmas food that they have too. I will quite happily go and do that for you as well. I'm going to take you on the adventures that my son and I are going to be doing for Christmas. We've got Panto. We hopefully go into the indoor fairground this year. I don't know if we're going to go and see Santa yet. Not sure yet what we're doing there. We had such a good experience last year. We don't know if we want to leave it there or we want to carry on. So we will see where that goes. And I will talk to you all about Christmas and my plans and everything else that I've got going on. So if you like Christmas content, even though it's 6 months early, don't forget to subscribe. If this has helped you at all and think it will help someone else, make sure that you hit that share button. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up so I know that you've liked this video. If you have liked it and you stayed to the end, drop me a Christmas tree emoji in the comment box below. I'd love to see lots of Christmas trees lighting up my comments this year. So drop a Christmas tree down in the comment box. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope whenever you watch this, you'll have a good morning, a good day, a good evening. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.